Hello! A new video is in the works, a critical analysis of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And as you can probably tell from the title of this video, it's quite the positive analysis. Once completed, the video will go up as planned, but it's taking longer to put together than I originally estimated. A lot longer. So, I've decided to release the video in sections. This will provide my viewers with content, will hopefully keep the channel alive during the editing process, and will prime everyone as to what to expect from the full video prior to release. Keep in mind that these were meant to be part of a single whole, so there will be incomplete analyses and a lack of conclusions in some parts. Once the full video is out, there will be follow-up videos inspired by it, including another Godzilla vs. Kong analysis. Yay! And one last thing. This introduction will be at the start of each video, so if you want to skip it next time, slide on over to this time here. Right, all that said, I hope you enjoy this section of what will become Godzilla, King of the Monsters. A great joy. We are at the final battle. Titans against Titans. Godzilla against Ghidorah. Again, we're going to follow two paths here. Godzilla and Ghidorah duke it out. The nuclear bomb-infused Goji giving Ghidorah a run for his money. And then some. As if it wasn't hard enough, Mothra appears to lend a hand, or claw, or whatever. But Ghidorah didn't come alone. Rodan had followed his new master to Boston, and was perhaps sitting around waiting for something to do.
Adam!
Your optimism is misplaced, Asgardian.
We have a Hulk.
Rodan heeds his master's call and swoops in, perhaps seeing Mothra as easy prey, like the human aircraft from earlier. But Mothra offers far more of a challenge, taking the fight right back to Rodan, and after some exchanges the Queen of the Monsters gets the decisive blow in. Back with the rival royals, Godzilla is getting the upper hand, until Ghidorah goes full Palpatine.
My systems are failing!
Actually, considering when these films came out, Palpatine went full Ghidorah. Anyway, Ghidorah takes advantage of the energy boost and creates what is both one of the most spectacular and troublesome scenes in the film. It's amazing, fantastical, and it completely breaks physics. Thankfully, this one can have James Cameron's board applied, so it's not so bad. At any rate, Goji is down and Ghidorah is moving in, but Mothra is having none of it.
I will kill you if you touch him.
Let me do my job.
Touch him again, and I will kill you.
Unfortunately, Godzilla fans know exactly what's going to happen next. What's left of Mothra her pollen, her radiation, showers Godzilla as he mourns the loss of his queen. Ghidorah, undeterred, moves in for the kill and begins to drain the radioactive energies out of the injured Goji. But then, something happens. Back at the start of the fight, Mark and G-Team, land inside the stadium. Bloody hell, this looks incredible. Godzilla films past struggled with getting a feel for the size of its monsters and the battles they took part in. It is a testament to the Monsterverse that it gives such an incredible sense of scale to the Titans, to the point you can very much imagine being in amongst it all. Anyway, the good guys are here to find the Orca and Madison. For all Mark knows, Emma is there too, but her actions have soured his desire to find her. He only wants to save his child now. The Orca is found, but there's no Madison in sight, only for Emma to roll up. Again, Emma is acting more like Mark now, risking her own skin to help save others. But despite the Titans tussling overhead, everyone is reluctant to take the offered lift, only for the reality of the situation to force the issue. The verbal jabs ensue as Mark, who has been looking for Madison the whole film, berates Emma for losing her having had her the whole film, with a swift hook about her actions for good measure.
I hope you're as good at finding her as you are losing her.
I didn't lose her, she ran away!
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
A comment from G-Team draws the parents out of their conflict and back to the job at hand. Madison is alone, afraid, but also close to home. They arrive to find their home obliterated, and a search begins that is eerily reminiscent of King of the Monsters' opening scene. Madison is found inside a bathtub, showing she had some of her parents' wits about her, and the family is finally reunited. The reunion is dampened by the sight of Godzilla losing the battle against Ghidorah. Mark comes up with a plan: lure Ghidorah away from Godzilla with the Orca, and use the incoming Monarch aircraft to make their escape. As their first, and soon to be last, family activity in years, the Russells fix the Orca. Madison watches her parents at work, and you realise this is the first time Madison has seen her parents not only together, but working together in years, a big chunk of her adolescent life. This is a manifestation of what might have been given different circumstances, and a vision of what could be. For Mark and Emma, this activity is the first step towards righting their wrongs. Mark is no longer running from his problems and his family, and Emma is working with her husband rather than cutting him out of her life. With their negative traits expunged, the family can perform great works together, and in the nick of time. Emma sends Madison ahead with Mark, and with hindsight you might imagine this was because she wanted to stay behind to run off with the Orca. But watching again, and again and again, it's clear this isn't the case. Emma is once again protecting Madison, sending her to safety before following suit. Little details like this keep films like this alive. Emma activates the Orca to annoy Ghidorah, drawing him towards them and away from Godzilla. Then Emma changes the plan. She has seen Ghidorah's maliciousness and knows he will not stop at silencing the Orca. To make certain what remains of her family is safe, Emma drives away from the retreating aircraft with the Orca in tow. Even so, Ghidorah nearly attacks the aircraft anyway. It is only as the car speeds away that he realizes the source of his annoyance is moving elsewhere. Whether Emma realizes this was her chance of redemption or not is unclear, but this certainly went a long way to getting it. Emma has caused the single greatest amount of damage to the world that anyone has ever seen. With this one act, Emma sacrifices herself to save the world and her family. Having been hit by Ghidorah and thrown from the car, she gives one last remark to the terrible Titan.
Long live the king.
I don't need to go into what happens next too much. It's bloody brilliant and bloody terrifying. The burning Godzilla imagery straight from Godzilla vs. Destroyer a nod to the story of Godzilla's death. The explosive pulse emanating from Godzilla sounding like Mothra embodies the notion of her getting a modicum of revenge after her passing. And once again, we get some Palpatine inspiring action. Before Godzilla finally puts his foot down. A quick side note, remember the Godzilla cartoon? That's the boat from it. Captain Major's gonna be pissed. After sneaking a false finish with Ghidorah's head, Godzilla arises from the wreckage of the city. The last 3 lines of the film speak gratitude, fear and awe. A good mixture of emotions for a god king to inspire. The last shot before the credits roll is a manifestation of the name of the film and one more epic screenshot. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. But we're not stopping there. The credits wrap up the world building with reports of what the Titans are up to, the effects they are having, and how the world is reacting to it all. They also set up possible future events, with mentions of new discoveries, adventures, and Titan activity, including lots of references to exploring Skull Island and a past rivalry between Godzilla and Kong. Once again, the film takes the opportunity to bolster the world building of the Monsterverse, and set up as many ideas for sequels as possible. The final scene of the film is that of Alan Jonah, having escaped capture during the Battle of Boston, getting his hands on the head of Ghidorah that Godzilla bit off in their second battle, cementing the information we had earlier regarding Titan remains, and adding one more possibility for the future. Finn. Thank you for watching this part of Godzilla King of the Monsters, a great joy. Videos will follow on a, hopefully, regular basis until the video is out, so look forward to those. Whilst you're waiting, why not visit my Etsy store and peruse some esoteric pendants, link in the description. Feel free to do all the YouTube stuffs and leave a comment if you have one. Who knows, maybe you'll have an effect on the finished video before it's released. Once again, thank you for watching.